gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube. Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us. Official.Street Smarks on IG. Official.Street Smarks on SoundCloud. Street Smart fan page on Facebook. Street_Smarks on Twitter. We don't fuck with that shit anyway. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW, December 6, 1993. We're doing a cold open, Wood, so thumbs up, thumbs down for the show.
Thumbs, chop off my thumbs for this show. It was, it was, I don't know, Taz is the Tasmaniac. Got Maddie in the house. It looks like one of my favorite heels is turning face. So I cut off my thumbs. Thumbs.
So we got Roughneck by Mr. Hughes. Roughneck by MC Light. Bringing Mr. Hughes with Jason out to the ring, jerking the curtain. Fuck out of here. Okay, look. Mr. Hughes with Jason versus Storm and Norman. Mm-hmm. All right, so Hughes extends his hand, but Norm ain't buying it. Hughes starts to squash. Big boot, stuff, sidewalk slam,
yep.
1-star match. Oh. Replay. Damn, that fucking finish is amazing. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. The sidewalk slam is awesome. Everything else he does is awful. But the sidewalk slam is just damn perfect every time. And those jobbers get up every time for it.
That's why he sells it so hard, you know what I'm saying? He's from the hood and he's rough and tough and you don't want none of the sidewalk slam.
I just wanted to see Johnny Gunn get the sidewalk slam in November to remember, but we were unfortunately unable to witness that card because goofs in Philadelphia in '93 weren't able to package those type of cards, but would fucking put shit out like Blood Feast.
And it should be an event they'll always regret. Just to throw their little tagline for that they was throwing at the people who didn't see it back at them and shit. Talking about if you missed it, if you missed the event.
Funk and Sabu is at Holiday Hell. Again, who cares? We don't get the match. I can't find it on the fucking torrent sites or anything like that, so we won't be reviewing it. There'll probably be some subsequent matches on ECW shows going into '94. Who gives a shit? Paulie promo outside the dressing room. It got good at the end. It was pretty money.
It sure did.
So we got Johnny Hotbody with HQR3, even though I thought he went home last week, versus JT Smith.
Yeah.
I didn't understand this. I said, why the fuck is Hunter Q. Roberts III still here if last week he fucking said, I'm going to hatch my plot in the mountains?
Well, stay tuned for the end of the match.
All right, so we got one half of the do-rags in there. We got 2 lockups and a hot body powder, series of pins and a second powder. Who cares? So they're working the match, and Hunter Q. Roberts III doesn't cheat. He doesn't help his man. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the whole match. Mm-hmm. Hollywood is saying that something happened in the match, but it's largely forgettable. So please take it away.
So, as you said, he didn't interfere, didn't cheat, or none, or rather. There was a spot where Hotbody had JT basically ripe for the picking and stuff. HQR was telling Hotbody to go for the pin. I guess Hotbody, he wanted to inflict some more damage, and JT Smith ends up getting back to his feet. Hotbody tries to shoot him into the ropes. JT reverses it, and Hunter Q. Roberts III hit Hotbody in the back of the head with his cane, and it looked to be very much intentional. And JT Smith got the win.
I'm glad you're making sure he's still eating out here.
I mean, that's what I do. That is the hot stuff international way. You know what I'm saying? From the example that was set by our great leader and founder, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, on down to the first ECW champion, if I'm not mistaken, Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
That's correct.
Also, the television champion. Also, former ECW champion, Magnificent Don, the original Rock Morocco. You know what I'm talking about. Eddie's little brother, Freddie Gilbert, who put on one of my favorite promos of all times, when he told all the ladies in ECW he'd give them one big fat wet kiss before he threw them one by one over the top rope. You know what I'm saying? He let them know that. And, you know, Dark Patriot, he was alright, Paulie, he turned on us at the end and stuff. But, you know, shout out to everybody that was down with HSI. And oh yeah, that was about JT Smith. And because we are who we are, we had to make sure that he eat out shit.
So how about he dumped Smith from the top rope? They did a botch splash mountain, double down, heel miscue, which Hollywood wrapped up so eloquently. Smith for 3. Done.
But I don't think it was a miscue though. It looked like Hunter did that shit on purpose, and I think he might be turning face.
So we come back from commercial. JT Smith is heading to the back, and he gets jumped by Kevin Sullivan. Taz goes to the ring while Sullivan just beats up JT Smith.
Yeah, that was a little disturbing. I wasn't too pleased with that.
So you got the Bad Breed versus Kevin Sullivan and Tasmaniac.
He would. I just not to interrupt. Kevin Sullivan would have never did that stuff to JT Smith if Eddie Gilbert was around. I just want to point that out.
So in the ring, Ian is just beating up Taz. He gets cut off and Ian's to the top rope. Taz does a super backdrop suplex for the 3 count. Done. Smith continues getting beat up by Sullivan outside the ring.
Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
He just keeps getting beat up the entire match while Taz got jumped 2-on-1, and that was the match. So then Taz slides out. He kind of like shrugs off the beat down. He joins in with Kevin Sullivan, and he joins in on the fucking beat down. Then woman takes the fucking blindfold and then
it starts to soothe Kelly. They're like, all right, calm down.
Right, Sullivan over here busting a nut and shit.
Oh, that must be one hell of an eye mask.
Then they do a replay of that segment. Moving on.
Yeah.
So we have the Lumberjack with Hunter Q. Robbins III.
Oh yeah, which is the last match of the show, according to my notes and shit.
Maybe that was his master plan after all.
Lumberjack comes out in standard, typical Lumberjack gear. I swear, that is not Super Destroyer number 2.
I was going to ask you if that was Super D number 2, because I'm like, where did they just get this dude from? It has to be, because I didn't remember what he looked like from his great unmasking. You know what I'm saying?
Because they rushed that shit on, man. They unmasked that dude and they killed number 1.
Yeah, right. They just, what a boneheaded move. But anyway, so yeah, I'm like, that gotta be Super D number 2. So I appreciate you clarifying that.
So press slam and a heart punch for the squash. Dud.
They opened the show with a squash and they closed the show with a squash.
Oh, so for the network show, that was it. Did your show go off after that?
No, it was so yeah, I caught this earlier today and stuff. So yeah, the Rockin' Rebel package had started to play. That's when my phone broke or it stopped working. I'm like, oh shit. So yeah, I left this. I said they show an awesome Rockin' Rebel package. And so that's where I had to bail out. So
all right. I'll finish this off for you. So we have a Maddie in the house spot. Update on JT Smith.
I didn't miss nothing with Maddie in the house.
Next week, tag title match. Dreamer and Johnny Gunn, finally, versus Tasmaniac and Kevin Sullivan.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
The dream match.
You don't see Johnny Gunn. He still doesn't show up.
Okay.
So we got Joey in the ring with Shane Douglas. Sherry's on vacation. Woman comes down and asks if Shane wants to come with Sullivan and Tasmaniac and become a threesome.
What?
Or a trio.
Was that the verbiage and sexually suggestive pause also used?
Absolutely.
Oh, well, all right then.
And a woman was looking mighty fine, so you missed out.
Yeah, it's hard to look at women. No, stop.
Well, it's hard to.
No, just
Need a shovel, a lantern, and an alibi.
No, man, I don't know if you've heard on previous shows, but it's for me personally. It's for some reason it's hard for it creeps me out a little bit when I watch old videos of people who were murdered. Now, not people who just died or saying or was sick or something, but like people specifically like women and I don't know. I can't think of anybody specifically off the top.
Dino Bravo.
I've never seen an old video of Dino. Oh, his old matches and stuff. Yeah, I've always just skipped past Dino Bravo matches. So.
I'm actually the same way with Dolph Ziggler matches. I hate watching him get killed every night.
Oh, man. Hey, Dolph, if you're listening, hey, I love you, man. Yeah.
No homo.
Yeah. Pause.
So after a little bit of back and forth between Shane and Woman, Shane does not want to come with Woman and declines her offer and exits the ring.
So he doesn't want to be one end of the rotisserie. Is
He doesn't want to be one part of the Eiffel Tower. Sullivan's over there.
Maybe that's why she has those blindfolds.
Taz over there grunting. Woo. Bow wow. All right. Wrapping up, we got a public enema promo from jail. It's inaudible. So I go to the network. They describe the body count match. Rocco and Tanaka, Grunge and Diamond, they'll be in jail cells. The winner of the match will free his partner for 15 minutes.
Okay.
And then after 15 minutes, the cells explode.
oh wow!
And that's the body count match. So I can understand why you didn't see that on the network.
Oh shit! Well,
Wait. It's not that it didn't show it on the network. It's the fact that you were unable to watch it on the network.
yeah. I had to. Well, I got a new phone though. I hate that it's white though, but
Racist.
Overall, the show was fucking terrible. It's absolutely god awful.
oh shit! It felt so weird being on the other end of that. It was especially coming from. I know it was a joke, but coming from a white dude, like for a split second, it was like, oh, so that's what that feels like.
Next week, December 13th, December 21st, for some reason, we'll be reviewing those ECW shows. Until then, life is work. Make sure you get paid for it. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Official.streetsmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Streetsmark Audio, or fuck with us. Official.streetsmarks@IG, Official.streetsmarks on SoundCloud, Streetsmark fan page at Facebook, Street_Smarks on Twitter. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW. December 13th, 1993. Wood, what are your thoughts of this show?
Oh shoot! My thoughts on the show was oh shit! My thoughts on the show is the show is terrible. Man, what the fuck is going on with ECW right now? This show, the next show we're gonna review, we're like looking back, comparing it to when we first started reviewing these shows and stuff, like I thought them shows were bad and stuff, and then I gradually grew into liking it and all that other stuff. But now it's like, I don't know, it's hard to watch. So yeah, this show it sucked ass for me.
So we start with a montage of last week, and what you see tonight is coming up on this edition of ECW. Up with Sal versus Donny Alan. Wild Man Sal throws stuffed animals to the crowd, complete squadash, nice drop kick, some stuff, a slam and a running splash. It's a little more aggression in this match from Wild Man Sal, but it was a long fucking stall job to start with it. So it's a fucking dud. Your thoughts?
Yep, I'm done.
Moving on.
Yep.
So we have a Matty in the house spot. He's explaining the body count match that we're not going to see at Holiday Hell.
Yeah, all this time wasted on some crap we won't even see. Thank you, ECW.
We got a public enema vignette set to body count. It's by body count. Do you know what rapper was in body count?
No.
Ice-T.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he sang the Cop Killer song, the controversial Cop Killer song back in the 90s. That was with this group, Body Count.
Oh, a little trivia for you. What is Ice-T's real name?
Tracy Morrow. That's why I am the Street Smart Trivia Champion.
No, that is not why you're the Street Smart Trivia Champion. You are the Street Smart Trivia Champion because you are a cheater, you are a conniver, and you were in cahoots with Magic Slater and in cahoots to keep me from what was rightfully mine, and y'all defrauded me of my championship in a scam trivia contest.
So about the song, it just says, body count. Body count. Body count. Dun, 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 body count. Over and over. And then Matty's doing his fucking horn hands and he's fucking head banging like it's fucking 1993 at the Headbangers Ball on MTV. Moving on. Matty is fucking annoying.
Oh my gosh, it's very annoying.
So we have JT Smith with a very lispy promo.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Sullivan.
Short too.
Kevin Sullivan, your butt is mine, or some shit. Mm-hmm. Smith and Funk at Holiday Hell.
Oh, and he's gonna get a little taste of revenge of Terry Funk in a 6-man tag next week.
But at the Holiday Hell match, I think he's gonna job. LOL.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, unfortunately. But he's still eating out here, because we gonna make sure that JT eat out here.
So we actually have a match. Got Sullivan and Tasmaniac versus Dreamer and Johnny Gunn.
Or so we think.
Johnny Gunn is in Puerto Rico.
The fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. What was that? Johnny Gunn is in Puerto Rico delayed, so he won't be at the match. We have Ghost in here.
I was just gonna say, my nigga, do you have a Ghost in here? But you already beat me to it, so, oh wow.
My house is celebrating its centennial in 2026, so it's a very old house.
You know what? Yeah. All right. I don't want to derail the show anymore. All right. Yeah. JT Smith and yeah. Oh no. Sullivan. And
I didn't spook the goof over here.
What, was that you or was that some?
No, something just fell.
Okay. So that. Oh yeah. That shit was weird, man.
It happens. All right. So Tommy Dreamer
and Johnny Gunn. And Johnny Gunn's not there because he's in Puerto Rico delayed. This motherfucker has never showed up on ECW TV ever. The motherfucker was supposed to fight Mr. Hughes, you know what I'm saying, because he was supposed to go down with a sidewalk slam. I don't think he showed up because we didn't get to see November to Remember. Because that's a regret we'll never forget.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm regretting it right now.
So now the motherfucker doesn't show up for the tag team title match.
How does he become tag team champion?
Because they no, he did show up because they added November to Remember because they beat the Bad Breed. Because Bad Breed beat the Do-Rags.
Oh, okay, that's right.
But we never saw the November to Remember.
Oh, boy.
All right.
My head hurts.
All right, so Tommy wants to go 1 versus 2 because he doesn't care. Joey's just sucking him the fuck off at this point. All right, Todd comes down. Shane comes down too. Todd says, if Johnny Gunn's not here, there's no fight. Dreamer wants to please the fans like a little bitch.
What an idiot.
Shane alludes to being a former tag champ in WCW with Ricky Steamboat, and he says Tasmaniac and Kevin Sullivan are no tag team champions. They're not championship material. So he'll sub in for Johnny Gunn. So Tommy agrees, Todd agrees, and now there's a match. So now it's Kevin Sullivan and the Tasmaniac versus Tommy Dreamer and the franchise Shane Douglas. And they have a great tag match. Tells a great story. All right, so Kevin Sullivan and Taz are working over Tommy Dreamer the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Tommy Dreamer, he's the babyface in peril. Okay, he gets his ass kicked the whole time. Sullivan's doing his fucking devil shtick. Taz is doing his suplexes all over the place. And Shane's on the ropes just holding on. He's like, come on.
Yeah,
he's trying to fire Tommy Dreamer up and everything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You could do it, Tommy.
Come on, you know, he's doing the clap, he's doing the stomp. He's trying to get the crowd into it. The crowd's trying to go mild. But he's trying. So motherfucking, you know, Tommy comes back, a little House of Fire. He comes back to fucking, he tags Shane in. Shane gets in, and he fucking digs in his fucking knee.
That's right.
And gets the chain.
Gets the chain.
And he smacks the putts. Smacks the putts.
Straight screws Tommy Dreamer.
My favorite fucking swerve of all time. Because it's 2 years prior than the Flair Sting swerve at Halloween Havoc '95. So it's like I was like, oh shit, this is the Flair swerve. 2 years prior. Holy shit!
It predates. Oh shit!
So
okay,
yeah, you can see why Shane doesn't like Ric Flair. So anyway, Kevin Sullivan, they get the 1, 2, 3, new tag champs. All right, so then we go back to the notes. So the heels all congratulate each other. Shane kneels in front of woman, but then Kevin Sullivan backs his advances off. Shane powders, and he grabs Tommy from the floor, and he tries to throw him back into the ring, but the putz botches the throw back in. He botches it. He hangs himself up on the apron.
you know, like a goof.
Right, so he has to throw him back in again, like a fucking putz. So anyway, old school beat down by the heels. Shane off the top rope, Taz and Sullivan with the belts, and they start whipping him. And they start beating him up. Added another fucking start to the match. It was already a 2, so I gave it a 3. Woman standing off because you can't see her face, but her body is super fucking right.
Yeah, that is.
She was looking sexy. I know you all shook and shit.
Oh, well, you know, since she's no Sherry Martell.
Oh no, she was killing Sherry. At this point, she's killing Sherry. And the heels walk off together. Great segment. Your thoughts?
Like I said, the show's terrible. Yeah. Wait a minute. I feel like I'm missing something here.
Yeah, you're missing the whole fucking show, goof.
No, I got some more notes after that, I think.
All right.
So yeah, there was let's see, Terry Funk. Terry Funk cut a promo wearing a woman's earring and shit.
Oh, hold on, motherfucker. I was getting to that. I'm talking about your thoughts on the match.
Yeah, shit. Yeah. It was funny to see Dreamer get screwed over and shit. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it was, yeah, I don't know. I guess that was basically the whole point of the match. So
Oh, he's a putz.
yeah, it was
So we got a Joey lead into a terrible putz promo. Tommy Dreamer is now the putz. Cairo's the goof. Tommy Dreamer is the putz. So we got Terry Funk in-ring promo. I said Funk looks like a member of the E Street Band. Bruce Springsteen reference right there.
with the woman's earring.
Right. I said he has a pink bandana and an earring. And it's not even like a stud. It's a fucking hoop.
Yeah, it's
Or a dangle. It dangle.
yeah, it's a dang as a woman's earring.
Heel Funk healing for the crowd. I said he wants the music cut. So Joey and Funk have a little verbal banter. Funk proclaims himself the king of the indies. And the king is going to fight Sabu. He has a lot of enemies, though. He has
Rightfully so.
He has Road Warrior Hawk as an enemy.
Understandable.
Abby the Butcher.
Understandable.
Kevin Sullivan.
They're both weird, so.
King Kong Bundy.
Hey, King Kong Bundy don't bother nobody, so if he pissed off King Kong Bundy, he deserves what's coming to him.
He feels Sabu will run if they fight, so he wants a few good men. So he wants to bring out his few good men, and out come the bad breed.
Yeah. Talk about underwhelming.
So I'm looking at Funk and I'm looking at the bad breed, and I said, is there not a more hideous trio? I said X Factor is better than Funk and the Bad Breed.
Well, you know what they say about birds of a feather flocking together. You have three losers led by King Loser. They all together and they think they about to do some shit. And you see what happens when the lowest common denominator. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Try to, they have no one else to turn to, so they turn to each other, and you get Terry Funk and the bad breed, or the new breed, or the red breed, or the fat breed, or whatever, the Rottens.
I always said that hoes of a feather thought together.
That too.
All right, so he says they ain't WWF guys. They're straight from the 60s. Look at their bodies. He's over there touching their bellies and shit. He says they'll do whatever he says. He says he makes Ian climb the ropes. You know what I'm saying? He just runs up to the top rope and he's going to dive off onto the concrete outside. Axel's over like, no, don't do it. And Funk's over there like, get down!
Like, yeah, because he running shit.
So next week, Sabu will be there and he will show what the bad breed can do to Sabu. Okay. Moving on.
Yeah.
So we have another Funk vignette after the Funk in-ring promo. I'm crazy like a fox. Something. So then we got a rebuttal Sabu vignette voiced over by Paul Lee.
Yeah.
It's a great money promo by Paul Lee.
Oh, yeah.
He alludes to Funk's kids looking like Dick Murdoch.
Yeah.
And then he says, you're from Canyon, Texas, which describes your daughter.
Oh, shit.
Funk Sabu, 1226, Holiday Hell. Your thoughts on the promo?
Oh, shit. Yeah. That was very eye-opening and got my attention like a motherfucker. I thought that was awesome. Well done with Paulie. And, okay, no, that wasn't that right there. All right, no doubt.
All right, so you got Tony Hitman Stetson versus Mr. Sandman with Mr. Peaches.
Looking like a fat-ass Sting in this match.
Hot start for Stetson. New fluorescent green tights for Hack. As 2 minutes in, we hit the chin lock.
Rest hold.
I said off and on since '92 with Stetson, and this is what you get. You've been working with this guy off and on with it for a year. You can't do nothing for 2 minutes, and then you hit the fucking chin lock. I'm gonna tell you right now, 93 Sully Awards Worst Match of the Year. It's gonna be a runner-up between anything from Sandman or anything from Wild Man Sal.
No arguments there. You know what I'm saying?
It was awful.
We might argue on Heel of the Year, but not on that.
I said Peaches looks like a mix between Taylor Dane and a meth addict. Hack with some offense. Hack with a slimmer gut. Honestly, not a bad look on Hack. Hitman takes over on the outside. Hack back in with he throws it back in hard way. You do a guillotine, pull it up on 2. I said, what the fuck was that about? Stetson with a power bomb for 2. Hack floats through the top crossbody for 3. It was a match. Your thoughts?
Sandman wins. And yeah.
So I know Hot Stuff Hollywood you always watch on the WWE network, so you always get to miss out on the commercials. Mm-hmm. So they had a commercial for a CDI player for $499, and with this CDI player, so the big laserdisc joints back in the '90s, you could get an entire encyclopedia for $299 on Laserdisc. And it wasn't one Laserdisc. It was like several Laserdiscs.
Whoa, Nelly.
So remember back in the day you used to get the encyclopedia sets, or you go to somebody's house, they have an encyclopedia set from 1978. Right. You know what I'm saying? They still refer to Israel as Palestine.
Whoa, Nelly. To anybody, if this somehow ends up in the past in 1993, be patient. The day will come where you can get that shit for free on Google.com. Be patient.
Who would pay $299 for a 5-disc set Laserdisc?
Well, apparently there was a market.
You had to call in and pay like $200 up front, and then pay installments. Fuck out of here.
Hey, man. Hey, there was a time where encyclopedias was the source of knowledge and information for a large majority of people. No shit.
So we have a Joey leading into the main event. Mr. Hughes with Jason.
That wasn't even a joke, and he no-sold my little factoid right there. What am I to make of that?
Versus Chad Austin. So they do a long voiceover by Joey, and he cuts out, and Joey's back in the nest. He's in the dark. He's scared. He's back to the ring. It's a different match. Terrible fucking edit. So anyway, they start a big-ass brawl to end the show.
Right. Why?
I have no clue.
Why are they brawling?
It made no sense.
That's why I said the show was terrible, because the show was already super borderline mediocre and shit. And then there's just this nonsensical, it's because it's ECW. Not only is it not for everybody, but anything can happen and shit, like WCW. You know what I'm saying? Is that what they got going on? And then they talk about WWF all the time. They try to, why? Just to have carnage and mayhem? I don't know.
So Joey runs down the card for next week to close the show. Overall, I said the tag match was a sully. The ending was a mess. The middle was but a couple of high spots. I said it was thumbs. It was thumbs in the middle. Thumbs in the middle show.
Oh yeah. For me, it's thumbs all the way down. And if I ever expose my feet in public, I will put my toes down too. That shit was terrible. And spoiler alert, the next one is terrible too. But that's just my opinion.
No open toes for Hot Stuff?
Never.
Good man. Next week, 1221 show. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Official.streetsmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us, official.streetsmarks on SoundCloud, official.streetsmarks on IG, Street Smart fan page on Facebook, Street_Smarks on Twitter. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW, December 21st, 1993. Hot Stuff Hollywood. What are your thoughts of this show?
Like I said, at the end of the last show, I gave a little spoiler alert, and now we're here. We're at the movie review, almost kind of like it's the Justice League, which is going to be in a theater near you in November 17th. Show is terrible. I didn't like it. It has severely fallen off since Eddie Gilbert departed from the promotion. And for those who don't know, Eddie Gilbert is Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, the leader and founder of Hot Stuff International, the group that I am a charter member of, along with the magnificent Don The Rock Morocco, former ECW heavyweight champion, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, also former ECW. I'm sorry, he was the first ECW heavyweight champion, also former television champion. The Dark Patriot, Freddie Gilbert, and I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. But at the end of the day, and Shane Douglas was also a member of Hot Stuff International. So anyway, I feel like the promotion has fallen off since Eddie Gilbert has left, and the show's terrible. I didn't like it, and I said it last week, and I'm saying it again this week for consistency.
So we have a cold open with Dreamer in the ring wanting Shane to come out. He doesn't want to wait till Holiday Hell. More arguing in the ring as Hat Guy and OG Sign Guy make an appearance in the crowd.
Oh, shit.
So, joined in progress, we have Shane Douglas versus Putz. The Putz. In a good match. All right, they're going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Tommy starts out with a house of fire, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing. Shane gets a heat spot, whatever. Shane comes back. Back and forth match. Tommy with the comeback. But Shane decks him with the chain.
Yeah.
Okay. Then he plants the chain
right
on the Putz.
Right.
And then lays himself out a la Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Finnegan sees the fucking chain in Tommy's hand.
Right.
Calls for the DQ. Shane laughs in the camera. Putz.
That was cute and all, but the only thing I don't get is if you hit Tommy Dreamer with the chain, why not just pin Tommy Dreamer and toss the chain out? Why go for the fake DQ shit of Tommy Dreamer?
Because Shane Douglas is such a cocky performer. He knows he wants Tommy. He wants the Putz to know that he can beat the Putz because he hit you with the chain. But I'm gonna get the DQ. Get the DQ win, make you even madder, so you can come even harder. So you're even worthy enough to be in the ring. So when I beat you, it's worth my time.
Oh, wow. That's a hell of an answer, because I didn't even know I was going to ask that question, and I know you didn't, and that is a very good answer, and that's why Shane Douglas was a member of Hot Stuff International, because he's that damn good.
I gave it 2.5 stars. I really try to put the ratings out there if it's not fucking terrible, because the majority of the matches are terrible. Mm-hmm. They're either duds or negative infinities. So when I say 2.5, I'm giving it a good 2.5. This isn't like, it's an average match. This is by 93 standards. It's 2.5. By 2017 standards, but it's still enjoyable because the story made everything click.
Right.
If the work didn't click.
Right, yeah. And I got, a little thrill out of it until I overanalyzed the finish and stuff. When it first happened and stuff, so I was like, oh shit, good shit. And I was like, oh shoot, why didn't you just go for the pin in the first place? But,
That's why I am the former genius of G-Storm, the devious one, and the current scourge of the internet wrestling community.
Absolutely. And the scourge of Street Smirk Audio and everyone who loves trivia.
So Joey back in the nest, he's recapping the Tommy and Shane feud. I want to highlight that because Funk and Sabu are going at it right now. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give Shane something to do. You know what I'm saying? So Shane's over. So he's trying to put Tommy over. You know what I'm saying? In the process of losing to him. Because you got to keep Shane strong. And Tommy Dreamer is more of a storyline babyface rather than a big match babyface. So he could take losses because it doesn't matter. Because the story of Tommy Dreamer is he's the plucky underdog babyface who's always going to fucking rise and come back and fight.
And he'll get him next time.
Right. So losses really don't matter for Tommy Dreamer. So in the beginning, it's like, oh, Putz jobs, but it works in the end.
Kind of like my Browns.
Sully and Todd are in the locker room recapping the lights out brawl from last week. Todd sanctioned a lights out battle royal, and the winner gets a turkey stuffed with $20 bills.
Come on, somebody.
And JT Smith wants a shot at the tag titles, so Snuka will be teaming with JT Smith to face the Tasmaniac and Kevin Sullivan at Holiday Hell. Who cares?
Anything Holiday Hell related, I don't give a shit about because I'm not going to see it. So why even tell me about it? I'll wait till y'all give me the little scrimps and scrumpets afterwards and the little replays and shit. But shout out to JT Smith, though. They kept it short and sweet. He's still eating out here and he didn't embarrass himself. So way to go, my mans.
So we got a Funk's Grill segment. Joey has the mic in the ring. Funk grabs the mic and shoves Joey to a pop. Joey with a great sell job too.
No, he wasn't selling. He was manhandled by Terry Funk for no reason. He was out there trying to do his job, but Terry Funk, he has no respect for anyone, and he just go ahead and takes it upon himself to just disrespect and just push Joey Styles to the side like he doesn't have a job to do. And that we can't celebrate that.
I said Joey's sell job is better than Seth Rollins' sell jobs in 2017.
Again, because Joey wasn't selling. He was legitimately being thrown around by a man twice his size.
So Funk wants Sabu. So the Bad Breed bring out a fake Sabu in full Hannibal Lecter gimmick. They got him wheeled down, chained up. The Breed throw him in, and Funk beats on the fake Sabu against his will. LOL. Paul Lee comes out from the back. Pause. With a profanity-laden promo.
I'm glad you started your pause right there.
They do a back and forth. Funk wants Paulie to take off his coat. And take off his shirt.
Yeah. Why, oh why, does Terry Funk want Paulie to take off his clothes? What is that about?
Take off your coat.
So
Take off your shirt.
at that point, I'm like, what the fuck? I was past pause. Like, pause, no, we was at stop at this point. Because I'm like, why? What does that have to do with anything? Why is he trying to say? And then, no, I'm sure you're going to cover it in a second. Because it didn't stop there.
Conversely, Paul Lee takes off his coat.
He does because he's ready to work.
And he takes off his tie, but he stops at his shirt.
Yeah, because he's like, what? He's like, wait, what the fuck?
Paul goes, Funk gets out the ring and he starts going towards Paul, and Paul powders.
Yeah, because he was about to be sexually assaulted by Terry Funk, and he fled the scene of what was about to be a man-on-man rape crime. So I don't blame Paulie right there.
So Funk starts riling up the fans. Then he starts asking the fans to take off their clothes.
Yeah. Yeah. So he couldn't have Paulie.
He's like,
so
he wants everybody you over there, take off your shirt.
Who else is available? Who else will take off your shirt? You.
Take off your shirt.
With the moves.
You over there.
Oh my gosh.
In the bowl, in the chili bowl.
So
take off your shirt.
I thought Terry Funk was just a loser and a menace to society, but apparently he is a sexual deviant, and he will stop at no lengths to get men to undress themselves for his sexual gratification. So that is Terry Funk. So Terry Funk has hit an all-time new low right here on this week of Eastern Championship Wrestling.
So we have a Joey lead in to a Kevin Sullivan and Tasmaniac with Woman.
Hold on, timeout. I am strongly, just with all the evidence mounting against Terry Funk, I am strongly considering a ECW boycott until Terry Funk is no longer with the promotion, because I can't work like this. How many times do I have to come in here week after week and review these shows of this lunatic? This freaking... He was at first he was just a loser. Okay, it's a lot of losers out here in life. He was a piece of crap. All right, he was a menace to society. Now he is a sexual deviant. He's a sexual assault. He's a predator. He is predator. I was about to say predatory. He is preying on the fans in the stands now.
He is R. Kelly.
He is he's about to start pissing on grown ass men.
Take off your shirt.
And it looks like he don't care if they give consent or not, because you see he ran right after Paul Lee. Paul Lee thought he was trying to get a fight in and shit. Terry Funk on some other shit.
Take off your coat.
So I don't know. I mean, I am a podcast journalist like yourself. I am a professional. But I'm gonna try to I just want this to be
on the record.
On the record that I don't know if I can keep working like this, man.
It was very disturbing.
It's very disturbing.
Joey lead in. Kevin Sullivan and Tasmaniac with the Woman looking mighty fine. Versus Storm and Norman and Mike V.
Oh, Mike and Mike for the squashing.
Complete squidash. Sullivan with chair shots outside. Taz with suplexes inside. 2 trio woes. Sullivan with some slaps in the corner, and then Taz bites Norman. Mike V throws in the towel. He's like, "Fuck that."
Yes. That's it.
That nigga powder to the back.
We're done.
That nigga said, "Yo, I'm gonna tell you a story back in the day." So, my best friend, me and my best friend in the dorms, we playing Madden, right? So we used to joke on niggas, you know, the Madden rule, because I talked to you about the game today.
Right.
Said, yo, if you get beat with the Madden rule, you come over here, we can do this recording.
Right.
Madden rule, obviously. I say 21 points.
Right.
Okay. Some people say 20. Some people say 28 points because 3 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? I say 21 zip.
Yeah.
You're done.
21 zip is
all right.
21 shit.
Well, that's established.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he's beating me 21 zip.
Ooh.
So we used to have a joke. We would say, yo, you know, on the PS2, you know what I'm saying, the button would be green. You know, so you had to hold it, it'll turn red. So we'd be like, yo, all you gotta do, press that button, bring the red, baby. Bring the red. Then we start joking like, yo, all you gotta do is press start. You press up one time, it goes directly to the bottom of the menu. It says quit. Confirm X. And you out of there.
End again.
Right.
Just to end your misery.
Right. And confirm X, you out of here. So he talking shit, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. So all of a sudden, I get a knock at the door. So I open the door. It's this bitch named Dana Ziegler at my door.
Dana Ziegler.
Dana Ziegler was from San Jose, California.
Oh, shit.
She was like 23, 24. I was like 20 at the time.
Oh, shit.
And she worked in the, she worked as a propulsion mechanic. So she worked on like turning wrenches on jet engines.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
On the motherfucking rocket, on the rocket part.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I used to come as a supply. I used to come through on the forklift and grab the broken airplane parts and take them back to the warehouse so they could get shipped out. So I would see this bitch, every day. You know what I'm saying? So every day I come through and be like, hey, Ziggler, what's popping? You know what I'm saying? Shoot my shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Formulating the food. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right, boo.
So, you know what I'm saying? I go to her dorm room, come with some movies and shit, you know what I'm saying? She chill out. And I figured out I like bitches who do mechanical work. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's what you're into.
Like the missus. Like I don't put together nothing in the house. You know what I'm saying? I don't mow the lawn. I don't do none of that shit.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? I make the missus do it. That shit sexy as fuck.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? She turning the wrenches and shit. I'm like this. Shit out you, bitch. Shit out you. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so I figured this shit out with Dana Ziegler.
For all
So
the
anyway.
feminists, send your mail to the food jet.
official.streetsmarks@gmail.com. So Dana, comes to you hey girl, you want to watch a movie? You know what I'm saying? We'll pipe it out.
VHS and chill.
Right. I'm in DVD because we're at the PS2 level. So we
DVD and chill.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Come through with Hollow Man. You know what I'm saying? The Fellowship of the Ring. You know what I'm saying? Them DVDs. You know what I'm saying? Car Wash. Next Friday.
Monsters Ball.
Right. Swordfish and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I come through, watch the movie, smash. So anyway, so she knock on my door, right? So I already know what time it is when she walks through the door. I look at her. She look at me. She look at my boy. She look at me like, it's time for him to go. So she come in and she sit directly on the bed. My boy ain't get the memo yet. So we still playing. He over here like, I got a first down. so I'm like, hey my nigga, you need the audible to get the fuck out. That nigga look at me. He look at her. She look at me. That nigga put his hand down and just walked out.
Okay. All right. Hey,
Hey, that bitch the best 5 minutes of her life. She got the food 5.
Oh shit. And that's all that matters. Shit. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality.
Right. So the champs, women does the blindfold gimmick on Sullivan. And then Taz does the same shit with his hand. Nancy over there looking at him like, stop that. Sullivan over there busting a nut shit. Taz over there fake busting a nut. We got a promo-orama for the Lights Out Battle Royal. Whole bunch of geeks do a bunch of 10 seconds.
Shit.
Moving on. Joey lead in, body count, Public Enemy versus Bad Company with Vignette. Moving on. Paul Lee with a Silent Night promo. He does a promo to Silent Night, the song, spliced in with Funk and Sabu shit, highlighting their Holiday Hell match. Who cares? Moving on. 6-man tag main event. JT Smith, Sandman and Wild Man Sal versus Funk and the Bad Breed.
Yeah.
Might be good. Wild start. Funk and Smith outside. Lights out again. Everyone feels the ring. Lumberjack, Hughes. What the fuck?
Yep.
Now the winner of the Battle Royal is getting a turkey stuffed with $100 bills instead of $20 bills. Rebel and Sal square off with chairs. Lights out again.
Yep.
Flunk in the ring with the ropes like a doofus. They set up a table in the corner. Smith gets rammed into the corner. Triple team Smith. They all powder. Rebel gets into the ring. Sal just starts throwing chairs in the ring. Jason's on the house mic says, how do you like my suit? Joey runs down the Holiday Hell card and we out. Overall, Shane and Dreamer could not save this fucking show. Thumbs down.
All the way down.
This shit was awful.
Shane and Dreamer, and neither could Jason out of nowhere and all that bullshit asking the crowd, how do you like my suit? None of that could save this horrible show. And so, mercifully and thankfully, I haven't seen the what's coming up after this. So,
Next week, we close 1993.
whew,
Is it crazy?
man, already.
Right?
Damn.
We started in May. Now it's fucking October.
And it seemed appropriate, I think, but sometime between now and we close out 1993, we're going to get our 50th subscriber.
Yeah, probably so. But next week we'll be doing the 1228 show to round out 93, and also we'll be reviewing the 1993 timeline courtesy of Kayfabe Commentaries with Ty Gordon. And we will be finishing 1993 by doing the inaugural Jay Sully Awards.
Oh, yeah.
So stay tuned for that. Until then, life is a work. Make sure you get paid for it. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Official.streetsmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Streetsmark Audio. Or fuck with us, Official.streetsmarks on SoundCloud, Official.streetsmarks on IG, Streetsmark fan page on Facebook, Street_Smarks on Twitter. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW, December 28th, 1993. Last show of the year. H-Dub.
What's happening?
Speak into the mic and tell me your thoughts and views of this show as we round out 93.
Oh, man. Well, in my humble opinion, except for the surprise debut that was revealed, I was going to try and fake my way through this, but I'm going to come clean. So I did not see this show. So yeah, I spent the one I waited to the last minute. And I spent my allotted time watching. I watched the full timeline, and I was prepping for the Sullys, and yeah, and I ran out of time, and so yeah.
First of all, you're a goof. Second of all, you had a day. So unless you got into some poony poon, I will not really accept anything. You know what I'm saying? That'll get you out of this. Because you had a day. Because we was gonna record yesterday.
We were.
Had you watched the shit. So that means you didn't watch the shit yesterday.
Right.
But you had all day yesterday to watch the shit.
I originally did have all day, and then I got guilted into going to get some poony poon. The only reason why I say guilty is because it's the chick's birthday, and oh gosh, here we go. Birthdays and holidays, I don't normally interact with chicks that are, just having a good time or whatever. And, I got guilted into going against the rule of mine, and so yeah, I was in some poony poon.
I'm glad you called me a simp earlier.
Hey, I didn't spend no money though. Well, I did buy some Hennessy, but
60 versus 20 ain't bad.
that's the cost of doing business.
Right, that's opportunity cost.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So my apologies to the audience. My apologies to the host. And yeah, it's not my proudest moment, but I will sit here and listen to Fuge give his breakdown and interject where I can.
So we have a cold open from Holiday Hell. It's the finish of Funk Sabu. Funk Sabu with Shane interfering. And we lead on to this edition of ECW. So we have a Matty in the House lead in. He's talking about discounts half off and the debut of the Pitbull.
Anything with Maddie in the house, I'm glad I missed it.
So we have Pitbull versus Chad Austin.
Okay.
Pitbull is like your prototypical roided out, just like if you picture what a wrestler would look like, you know what I'm saying, long hair, muscle bound, you know what I'm saying, that's Pitbull.
Okay.
Now, you got the Steiner singlet, you know what I'm saying,
What color?
black,
Okay, all right, I can get with that.
you know, hard rocker type guy. Anyway, and he's fighting geek Chad Austin that we've seen being beat up week after week.
Oh, Jobber of the Year candidate.
Yep. So Pitbull's getting all this shit in, you know, and Tony Rumble's on color, so you didn't miss that.
Oh, Tony Rumble's back, huh?
So we got Chad getting tossed inside out with a clothesline, pick up on two, crowd pops. Everything that the Pitbull's doing, the crowd's popping for it because he's so fucking intense.
Oh, is he?
He's
okay.
like clothesline, kicks in the mouth,
Just brings the ferociousness and
punch in the mouth,
and it didn't get old to the crowd?
No, they loved it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, motherfuckers been sleepwalking through matches, and this motherfucker comes out just like a house of fire. Okay? So he's doing all this shit. He's about to set up Chad Austin for the win, obviously. Chad Austin gets the fluke spin wheel kick for the 3 count. A la 1, 2, 3 Kid.
Whoa. Wow. Oh, okay. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Only, well, it's, I don't want to spoil the timeline. But anyway, it's just...
Yeah, because that's what you watched.
Yeah. But I was going to say it's interesting that Pitbull jobbed coming in to, especially to Chad Austin, but maybe it's not. Maybe the tone is being set.
People say wins and losses don't matter.
I don't believe that.
I say it depends on the person. The story of the match is Pitbull kicked his ass the entire match. He could have beat him with the initial clothesline, picked him up. So he goofed himself and lost. So they bought into the Pitbull initially coming in. So him doing the job don't mean nothing. He's gonna kill Chad Austin anyway. Chad Austin's been losing the entire time anyway. He's been billed as the ultimate underdog or whatever. So it doesn't matter. Takes the L and he'll kill him afterwards to get his heat back, which he does. Sandman comes out for the save. Then Jason comes down. Pitbull knocks him out the ring. You get a Sandman sucks chant.
Oh, shoot.
Back in, Jason and Pitbull unite. Pitbull with some chain shots to Sandman and start their feud.
Oh, wow.
I would ask for your thoughts, but
Okay.
whatever. What's your thoughts on what I just said?
Well, my thoughts on what you just said is, okay, maybe I spoke a little too soon about it being something, him losing to Chad Austin, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Because it seems like with them throwing him into a thing with Sandman, I guess he might be somebody to keep an eye on going forward.
Because the feud isn't with Pitbull. He's just the newest member of the Jason stable. The feud is between Sandman and Jason.
Oh, so Pitbull's riding with Jason.
Yes.
Oh,
If you would have heard me, and if you would have watched the show, Jason and Pitbull unite. So now you get to get more character development for Sandman, because Sandman's not is not a match guy. He's a storyline guy. He thrives on storylines. So again, like I told you the other review with Tommy Dreamer, not being a match guy, he's a storyline guy. He can eat losses easier. It doesn't make a difference because the story is what matters with these characters. Okay, so Sandman is in the same vein of Sandman. Sandman is in the same vein of Cheers.
Cheers.
In the same vein as the Putz, Tommy Dreamer. And we're going to explain match and storyline guys as we go forth, because now you're going to start seeing the evolution of the top guys come forward.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Okay. So we have another Matty in the House spot.
Yay.
Mr. Hughes, he beat Hack at Holiday Hell.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Now Jason and there's a Jason and Sandman recap of their feud. We got a Jason promo. He's upset. He's mad at Sandman because he refused his services initially when he came in. And he says, Sandman, you refused my advances. But Peaches didn't.
Oh, so does Jason play for both teams?
No. I'm just saying, like, he refused being managed by Jason.
No, I mean, no.
But he didn't. But Peaches didn't refuse getting that Jason dick.
It just seems like it's in the same context, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because Peaches is a man. Call that the warning track.
Oh, man. Please don't tell me she make it to 95.
Oh, she goes into 2000.
Oh.
But there's huge breaks. There's huge breaks. Huge breaks. But you'll see her in 2000.
It's like saying there's huge breaks from in between getting punched in the dick.
It's not a brief respite.
You just know it's coming again, like...
It's like pain, and then it's like implied pain. Yeah. So this is a pain, you know what I'm saying? This is a pain era for Peaches in ECW. And while she's gone, it's implied pain because you know she's coming back.
Buckle your seatbelts, everybody.
Jason ends the promo, how do you like my fur coat? LOL. We have a quick Mike Awesome vignette.
Okay, yeah, that's what I did hear about that.
Yeah, he's over there clotheslining motherfuckers, power bombing motherfuckers, jumping over, doing topes, and all types of lucha shit, and he's like 6'6". You know what I'm saying? So he's an anomaly.
Yeah, he's not a small man,
no,
ladies and gentlemen.
Doing the shit that got him over in the States in 2000, back in fucking 93, and it's registering, but nobody's really paying to see him. So anyway, but he's also doing long stints in FMW as the Gladiator. Anyway, so it's weird because he's coming out and they're doing this vignette, and they show the whole vignette and they're cutting and they got music playing, and he beats the guy. He like power bombs the dude and he wins, and I'm like, was it a match? It was that was it. It was like they showed him coming out, and you think it's a vignette, okay? And he's awesome, and he's walking to the ring. He's phenomenal or some shit, and he's in the ring against the jobber. He's awesome, Mike Awesome, and he power bombs the jobber 1, 2, 3, and that's the match. I thought it was a vignette, but it was a match. It was like both,
and it was a vignette squash.
Right. Dud. Moving on.
I was trying to find a way to marry squash and vignette together, but I had nothing.
Vinwash?
That's what I was thinking, but
Squashette? Yeah. Moving on. Yeah. So we got the Rocky Rebel versus Donny Alan. Rebel jumps. Oh, Before Rebel even starts, he has a fucking shirt. You know, he does a shtick where he stands in front of Bob Ortiz all the time, right? While he gets announced. And he always fucks with Bob Ortiz's hair, and he always has something written on his shirt. Well, on his shirt this time it said, Wild Man Sal is terrible or some shit. It was better. I can't remember. I didn't write it down. Anyway, it was an extended squash. Rebel's coming back from injury. You can see him noticeably limping throughout the match. He hits a jumping pile driver like Paul Orndorff for the squadash.
That's what I'm talking about, Rebel.
And the only thing else I had to add was Rebel braided his mullet.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah, got a little fancy for y'all and shit one time.
No, Tony Rebel was still on commentary. But who cares? We got another Maddie in the House spot.
Oh my gosh.
This is for promotion for the Holiday Hell t-shirt. If you were there, you can get half off for the next show. If you weren't at the next show, you can still order the t-shirt and get half off for the next show. So they're diversifying the business. So you don't just have to come to the show. You can buy the ECW hat because it's not for everyone. Or you can buy the Holiday Hell t-shirt and get half off for the next show. So Paul's making money.
All right there.
So we have a Joey lead in to the main event, ECW heavyweight title, Sabu versus Terry Funk from Holiday Hell. This match is all over the place. It's fucking great. It's clipped to shit, but even in this clipped form, it shows you what ECW is all about. Sabu's debut in the Air Sabu with the chair. He started doing offense with the chair and shit in the ring. Funk's telling it all great and everything. Funk's coming back doing his wild man wacky Terry Funk offense. You know, punching, left hand punches. You know, a lot of pile drivers and shit, spinning toe holds. But he's just basically bumping for Sabu. He's basically a body for Sabu to showcase what Sabu can do on the main event stage.
Sounds appropriate. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and be a tackle dummy for Sabu. Yeah, that's the perfect role for Terry Funk.
A lot of in and out, back and forth action. Sabu's flying all over the place. A lot of run-ins, Bad Breed run-in, Sherry run-in.
Oh, boy.
You know what I'm saying? Paulie run-in. You know what I'm saying? Shane finally runs in. He is involved with the finish, and he gives Funk the win. So Funk is your new ECW heavyweight champion.
Wait a minute, what? Did you just say Shane Douglas helped Terry Funk become the ECW champion?
Absolutely. So Sabu misses another moonsault.
Oh, he hates Sabu.
Terry Funk traps him in a spinning toe hold. Paulie comes out with the phone. It's a visual pin for Sabu. Shane drills Sabu. Sherry jumps on Paul. Lights out. Lights on for the 3 count. Funk wins the title. I gave it 3 stars. Even in clip form, it was that good.
That's some bullshit, first and foremost. I'm going to need to have a talk with Shane Douglas because I get that he has beef with Sabu and Paulie and stuff, but there is no way, shape, or form on this earth or any of the other parallel earths where Terry Funk should be the heavyweight champion of any promotion.
Shout out Earth 3 Fuge.
Shout out to Earth 17 Hollywood. But yeah, that is mind-boggling, and it just goes to show how sometimes we let our emotions get the best of us. Sometimes we do things that we regret.
Okay.
And I'm sure if Shane could redo this over again with a little guidance and with the discussion beforehand, he wouldn't have did something so rash that has led to such a catastrophic moment in wrestling history. And this is how we end 1993 with Terry Funk as the ECW champion. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious right now? Is this real?
We have a Paulie promo from the dressing room discussing
No, hold on. I'm not done. The biggest giant piece of turd to ever be excremented out of the state of Texas. This piece of human fecal matter, the The man who isn't fit for anything. You've heard my rant before. He would make a terrible father, blah, blah, blah. He would make a terrible bicyclist. He would make a terrible plumber. He would make a terrible son of a plumber. I mean, all you got to do is be a son of a plumber, and he would suck ass at that. So how is he fit to be the... All right, you know what? I'm done. I got it out of my system.
So we have a Paul Lee promo from the dressing room discussing the fallout, and he's shilling the January 7th, 1994 ECW show. But he doesn't want to talk about what happened at the match. He says no press allowed, and he cuts the feed. Hand in the camera.
He said, yeah, he's probably as pissed off as I am right now.
So we have a Terry Funk, the Bad Breed promo. Terry Funk sitting down. Bad Breed are on each side of him. They're looking at the ECW heavyweight title. They're admiring it.
Oh my gosh.
They're fantasizing that their mentor, the living legend, the uncrowned king of Philadelphia, Terry Funk.
How on earth is he the uncrowned king of Philadelphia when he lost to the true king of Philadelphia, the leader and founder of Hot Stuff International, the one and only Hot Stuff Eddie, the king of Philadelphia, Gilbert? How is he the uncrowned king? When he got that ass whooped at Ultraclad. I'm sorry, the Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular, however you say it. When he got that ass whooped all up and down the ECW arena. How is he the uncrowned champ, Fuge?
He speaks about how Shane put Funk in the regards of Bruno and Luthez. But that's an insult, because he's better than them.
That's what Funk said?
Yeah. He comes from the famous Funk family. Funk tells a story about a dog. He loved that dog, but it bit him. So Dory Sr. shot the dog. Dory and the dog was mentally ill, like Sabu, and had to be put down. He'll keep the belt on his own. He doesn't need any help.
Terry Funk is the George W. Bush of the Funk family. That's what Terry Funk is.
So we have another Matty in the House spot.
Oh my gosh.
He's detailing Shane and Sabu's feud throughout the ECW timeline. We have a Shane promo with Sherry. He's talking about Funk, and the vignette goes into various Shane stuff. Now Sherry's featured in the vignette, and they have a Shane and Sherry promo, a Shane and Sherry vignette package.
Okay.
So we have ending Paulie promo at the dressing room. He's talking about Sabu and how Sabu doesn't care about titles. Okay? Funk is an idiot, and Shane should know better.
Absolutely. That's all I'm saying. That's Paulie. He basically summed up my whole little rant earlier. He should have freaking known better.
He talks about Sherry. He says Sherry looks like Bruno Sammartino in drag. He alludes to Shane and Funk having a tryst. He talks slowly for Funk to let him know Sabu doesn't care about his own body. Sabu is violence for violence sake. And now Sabu has a personal stake after losing the title. Happy New Year. See you January 7th, 1994.
Will we see them January 7th, 1994?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, boy.
But at least it's not billed as a supercard of sorts, like November to Remember or Holiday Hell.
Okay.
So we have another Matty in the house spot.
Oh, my. It just won't. Like this pain in my mouth, the Maddie in the House stuff just will not end.
We got Holiday Hell t-shirt promotion again. I fucking hate Matty in the House.
I do too.
And we have the ECW theme to close. Overall, 1993 is done. Good show to close out the year. Sully Awards and the 93 timeline is next. Overall, what are your thoughts?
How on earth do you call that a good show to end the year when Terry Funk is the ECW champion?
Because Terry Funk is the ECW heavyweight champion.
You better be glad that you're my friend. Oh man. So yeah, as far as 1993 as a whole, I enjoyed nice large chunks of it. I think it came off the rails after Eddie left, and that's no kayfabe, you know what I'm saying? That's legit because I've found the shows to be, I don't know, to me it seemed more chaotic and just, I don't know, less overall. More chaotic and just like not. I can't understand the rhyme and reason of why they do certain shit and shit. But you know, I don't know. I can't get past. It's cool to see Mike Awesome on the scene and shit, or hear that Mike Awesome's on the scene. So I will give them that. I don't know much about the Pitbull, but apparently he's supposed to be a big deal. So I look forward to see what's up with that. But yeah.
For somebody who didn't see the show.
Well, you know what I'm saying? You did an excellent job giving your review of the show. I felt like I did watch it. And shoot, you know, might stop watching them every week and just listen to you. And, you know, since you're ducking me on my trivia championship, you know,
I successfully defended my championship a couple of weeks ago.
with the help of cheating and the collusion of Mad Jack Slater. That's like saying in The Dark Knight, Batman legit beats Superman. I mean, that's freaking. Oh my gosh, I want to slap Batman. It's messed up because Batman was my second favorite superhero until, you know what I'm saying, the debate went mainstream and people really like, oh, well, there is one comic book where he did. Well, that same comic book, which I will give Frank Miller his props on that, because he did make sure Superman was recovering from a nuclear explosion. Batman had the help of Green Arrow with some kryptonite, and he had to fake his own death for the fight to really end. So, but man, Batman can beat Superman. So anyway, I don't even know how I got off on that tangent. I was gonna bring it full circle some kind of way. But yeah, no, I didn't see the show, but you did a great job. Oh yeah, talking about cheating. Yeah, you successfully defeat. Yeah, you are the Batman and I am the Superman. And Mad Jack Slater was Green Arrow and the nuclear explosion and the fake heart attack.
We're going to come back with the 93 timeline. Peace.
Peace.